ॐ गुरुरेव घति गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरुः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मातिरस्ति गुरो मम पाहि गुरो सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। कृष्ण कृष्ण मुकुन्द जनार्दन कृष्ण गोविन्द नारायण हरे अच्युतानन्द गोविन्द माधव सच्चिदानन्द नारायण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण मुकुन्द जनार्दन कृष्ण गोविन्द नारायण हरे सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः. We are seeing the Dashama Skanda in Srimad Bhagavada Mahapurana. And in my last video, we saw that Bhagavan took birth as the son of Devaki Devi and Vasudeva on that night, midnight, when star Rohini was in high position and all the other planets and all the other stars are very favorable or in a very favorable position for a divine birth. At that time, Bhagavan, Sri Hari, Bhagavan Vishnu, he took birth as the son of Devaki Devi and Vasudeva. And as soon as he was born, Vasudeva, he took that infant and went to the Nandagrama, that is the Gokula, where Nanda Gopa was the head of that cowherd settlement, Gokula. He placed that infant boy near the Yashoda Devi, who is the wife of Nanda Gopa. And at that same time, Yogamaya was also born as the daughter of Yashoda Devi. He took that girl infant and came back to the prison. By the power of Yogamaya, when Vasudeva went out of the prison cell itself, all that prison doors, everything opened automatically. And there was heavy rain and Kalindi, that is the Yamuna river, it gave way for Vasudeva to walk on it. And when he returned with that girl baby from Gogula back to the prison cell, all the doors closed automatically. And Vasudeva, he placed the Yogamaya, that is the daughter of Yashoda Devi, and the power of Bhagavan Vishnu, that infant girl, near Devaki Devi. And when Vasudeva placed that infant girl near Devaki Devi, by the side of Devaki Devi, all the prison cells closed automatically. And everything was back in the position as before. And that infant baby girl began to scream, cry. And all the prison guards woke up from sleep and they heard the cry of a child. Immediately, they all ran to Kamsa and informed him about the birth of a girl child in the prison cell. Immediately, Kamsa, he jumped from his seat, and with a sword in hand, he was excited. At the same time, he was so feared also, because he doesn't know who that child is. And he came with excitement only because he is going to kill his killer. He thought like that, and he rushed to the prison cell. When Kamsa came and saw in that lying in room of the prison, Devaki Devi is holding tight that infant girl, and Devaki Devi pleaded to Kamsa, Kalyanaha Snushayam Tava. Sir, your Anishayam, that is, she is your daughter-in-law. Striyam hantu marhasi. You do not have any right to kill women. If you kill this infant girl child, then you will be called as a cruel person. You do not have any right to kill this infant girl. Bahavo himsita bhratah shishava pavakopamaha tvaya daivani srishtena putrikaika pradiyadam. You have killed all my children, my brother. You have killed 6 of my sons. And she is your daughter-in-law. She is a girl child. How can she kill you? How can she disturb you in any way? She's a girl child. Please spare me at least this lost child of mine. And she was telling this, she was holding that child close to her chest. She was just crying like that, holding that baby close to her chest. In spite of that, Kamsa, for him, nothing entered his mind because he has come to kill his killer. This is the 8th child of Devaki Devi and Vasudeva. He charanayo grihitva. He held tight the legs of that infant baby girl. Abhodhaya Chirabrishte. He was about to strike that child that is holding the legs of that baby, and he was about to strike that infant baby on the chilabrishti, on a stone slab. He held the legs of that baby, and with that he was about to strike that child on the stone slab. Satad hastat samutpathya sadhyo devyambarangata adrishyadhanuja vishnoho sayudashtamahambhujaha. That girl child, that is an infant baby girl, she just leaped out from the hands of her Hamsa. And she went into the sky and she took a giant form with Ashtabhuja. Who is she? She is the Anuja, that is the sister of Bhagavan Vishnu. She took that giant form with 8 hands, Ashtabhuja, 8 hands, and in each hand she was holding a weapon. On the first 2 pairs, the Shanga and Chakra. Then on the next 2, there is a bow and an arrow. Then a sword and a shield. Then a trident, gatha. She was holding all that and she was so gigantic, beautiful with lot of ornaments with the silk cloth. Very beautiful at that same time, so majestic to look at. She was holding all that weapons with a golden diadem, golden girdle, all the ornaments studded with rare gems. She appeared so beautiful and Kamsa was so stunned. Even Devaki Devi and Vasudeva, they do not know who this child was. They were also so stunned, and they all were so stunned at that time that Devi, she laughed and she said, Himmaya hataya mantha jada kalu twanta krita yatra kvava purva shatrurma himsi kribanan vrtha. Mandaha, oh you fool, Kamsa, Maya hataya kim, what is the purpose of killing me? Tava antakriti purva shatru yatra kvava jada kalu. Do you know that your traditional enemy is already born to kill you? He was born somewhere to kill you. Kripanatma himsi. Please do not kill these innocent children. She said, and she laughed like that, and she disappeared from everyone's vision. Maya Devi Bhagavati Bhuvi Bahunama Niketeshu Bahunama Devi Babuvaha. Maya Devi on this earth, she manifested herself in many holy places with many nama, like I said in the last video itself, Vaishnavi, Narayani, Durga Devi, all these are this Yoga Maya. born on this earth with different names, different form. They all give boon to the bhaktas and they all save the bhaktas in any difficult situation. And now Kamsa realized his mistake somewhat. He said, I behaved like a Rakshasa. I killed all of your children, Devaki. I do not have anything against you or towards you, anything against you or Vasudeva or these children also. I do not have anything against anyone. I just believe this ethereal voice. Do demigods also say lies? I thought only human beings will tell lies. So it was a lie, Devaki Devi. I'm so sorry I killed all your children. And he gave a very beautiful advice to Devaki Devi instead of he following it. He said that, you know, my dear sister, any human being is a jiva. Anyone can destroy only the form. Like that only, I destroyed the form of your children. I cannot touch the soul. No one can destroy the soul because the soul is divine. I destroyed only the body of your children. And moreover, that was the fate of your karma phala of your 6 children also. So I destroyed only their body, and that was also due to their karma phala. And no one can destroy the soul. Now, by this time, they would have taken some divine birth, my dear sister. And moreover, one who identifies with the body, only they feel that I am the karta, I am the bhokta, I am the enjoyer, I am the doer. If you do not identify with the body, even if the body is killed, we do not realize it. And no one will say that I killed, I am killing, I am being killed. And he's quoting Bhagavad Gita really. And he said all that and tried to pacify Devaki Devi. But Devaki Devi did not say anything. But Vasudeva said, Kamsa, it is all due to ahankara. It is due to that ahankara one feel that I am great, all these are separate from me. I am supreme, you are lower than me. Like this one feel. It is all due to ahankara. Anyway, we accept all that as divine will. Devaki Devi and Vasudeva said like this, and Kamsa released both of them from the prison. And Devaki Devi and Vasudeva, they went to their palace, to their house, that is their palace. And Kamsa, he came back to his assembly and he informed all the ministers about this birth of Yogamaya. And he did not know that it was Yogamaya, but he said that Devi came and she went to heaven. She said that my killer was born somewhere and definitely he will kill me like this, she said. And she disappeared, he said to his ministers, who are all asuras. And his ministers said that, oh Raja, many times you have let many devas free from the battle because some of them will be injured, so you will leave them free. Some will come and beg you to leave them, then you will leave them. Some will be injured, so you will let them free. All of them, they might take revenge on you and take birth as Yadavas and kill you, is it not? So it is better to kill all the infants in and around Mathura, in the cities, in grammars, everywhere. All the infants born within that sphere of 10 days, 10 to 20 days, they said. And they also said, Moolam hi Vishnu Devanam Yatra Dharma Sanatanaha Tasya cha Brahma Go Vibrams Tapo Yajna Sadakshinaha. Mahavishnu is the supporter of the Devas and he is present wherever the Sanatana Dharma exists. And this dharma is followed by the holy men and the rishis. And where the Vedas are chanted, where the Puranas chanted, there the dharma exists. So it is good to destroy all those people, kill all those people who follow Vedas, who are the bhaktas of Vishnu, who are the great rishis. Wherever Veda is taught or followed, their place must be destroyed. So it is equal to destroying Vishnu. It is equal to killing Vishnu. When the Vishnu doesn't have power, he will not support the Devas. So the Devas will lose their power. So then we can see their logic, how they are reasoning it out. And they started to disturb all the holy men, rishis, bhaktas, everyone. And this Muda Kamsa, he also passed order to kill all the infants born within that period in and around Mathura city. So that was going on here in Mathura. Back in Gokula, what happened was, suddenly when Bhagavan was placed near Yashoda Devi, that is when Vasudeva placed that infant boy near Yashoda Devi, he began to scream. And all of them who were somewhere in deep swoon, somewhere were sleeping, they all got up. And they saw Yashoda Devi delivered a beautiful infant boy. And they all celebrated. They announced everywhere. The whole of Gokula was celebrating the birth of the son of Yashoda Devi. Because Yashoda Devi and Nanda Gopa, everyone likes them very much. They did not behave with the other gopis and gopas just like as a leader. They were so friendly, they were so kind to everyone, and they did not have children for some time, for long years, isn't it? So they all enjoyed the birth of a son for their head, that is Nanda Gopa. All the streets of that Gokula was cleaned and purified with that water, and rangolis were drawn all over the street, flowers, festoons, everything was tied in their houses. They all celebrated as if a baby boy was born in their own house. They all celebrated, danced, they sang, and all the cows were decorated because cow is the wealth of that Gokula. They decorated the cows, and everyone came with milk, ghee, curd, everything as a gift to see this infant boy. So that Gokula was celebrating the birth of this infant boy. And when this was going on, the leader of the Gokula, that is the Nanda Gopa, every year he has to pay tax to the kingdom of Mathura. So he came with the butter, milk, and money to pay taxes to Mathura. And he paid tax, and at that time he came to know that Vasudeva and Devaki were released from the prison. So he went to that palace to see him, and initially they hugged each other. Nandagopa and Vasudeva were great friends, and they exchanged blessings and all that. And Vasudeva said, Nanda, you are fortunate enough to have a child even at this advanced age. And Nanda Gopa was also so happy to hear that. And at that time, Vasudeva said, Brother Mama Sudha Kaschin Matra Saha Bhavadvraje Tadam Bhavantam Manvano Bhavadbhyamubalalitaha. Oh, my dear brother, you know that a child of mine is now with this mother in your palace, in your place, looking upon you as his father, and you are being taken care of him. You are taking care of him as your son. So one of my child is being brought up in your Gokula as your son, and you are taking care as your son, and he is also seeing you and your wife as the father and mother. This when Vasudeva said to Nandagopa, Nandagopa was surprised, and he said, no, brother, you said that all your children were being killed by Hamsa, isn't it? All your other children died. Then how come your son, he came to my place and being brought up as my son? How was it possible? Anyway, it's all the divine will, I think. Nandagopa said, and he said, Nyunam chadrishta nishtoyam adrishta paramo janaha adrishtamatmanastatvam Yo Vedana Samuhyati. These living beings, all these creatures came from the unseen. They all exist or supported by that unseen. And in the end, they all go to the unseen. He who knows this does not grieve, he said. And it's all the divine play, maybe, he said. And while they were talking like this, Vasudeva said, Nanda, you better go back to your village soon. You go back to Gokula very soon because I could feel or I could sense some bad omens there. So something is disturbing my mind. Anyway, you go back to your house very soon, he said. And Nanda Gopa also received the blessing of Vasudeva and Devaki, and he left that palace of Mathura, that is where Vasudeva resides. And he was walking back to Gokula. So what he saw on the way, what all happened in Gokula by that time, I will continue in my next upload. Om Namo Narayana Khila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.